Shalom and welcome to Jewish.TV.media. Today's topic is the question of tissue and organ transplants. And I read the question sent to me. Dear Rabbi Ullman, recently we were discussing with my friends the concept of being a potential organ donor in case of fatal accident. An argument evolved whether this is permitted according to Jewish religious law. I know you're very busy, but would it be possible to email me at least in general what is the Jewish religious position? Rebecca from Vaucluse. Dear Rebecca, you're quite right. It's a very complicated question. But again, it's important to be able to at least understand the issues involved. We know that in Judaism, life is sacred. However, one cannot save a life by taking another life. So in other words, if a person is dying and he has to be saved, it's a mitzvah, an ultimate mitzvah, to be able to save him or her. But one cannot do it by taking another life. And therefore, over here, in order to answer the question on organ donations, one has to be able to determine when a person is dead. Because sometimes a person can be alive. To be a kidney donor, you can be a living donor and donate a kidney to a person who has no kidneys at all. When it comes to liver, or especially heart transplants, in order to be able to donate a heart, a person has to be dead. And that's the question comes up, what is considered to be dead in Jewish law? And over here, like in many things, we have two schools of thought, two main schools of thought. One of them is that the criteria for death is cardiac, when the heart stops to be active completely. And the other position is a brain respiratory death. And it's not in the scope of this lecture to be able to explain the halachic and Talmudic reasons for each one of them, but it's very obvious that this will determine whether or not one can be a heart donor, because if the heart is the criteria, it's virtually impossible to be a heart donor, while if brain respiratory is the criteria, then it is possible to be a donor, because a person can be completely brain dead, which means that his stem is not functioning, brain stem is not functioning, and it's the same effect as decapitation. There's no breathing whatsoever, and it's irreversible. And then, but his heart is still functioning enough to be able to donate a heart. On the practical level, in Israel, there was a protocol set in place how to be able to achieve it on the practical level with proper supervision. And here in Sydney, we have, together with certain leading organizations and working together with ICUs and hospices, we've developed a system where a person who chooses to be a donor, he can do it, provided he will do it in conjunction with the Beth Din, with the rabbinic authority, who will supervise independently and make sure that indeed the brain death has occurred halachically and according to all criteria, and then and only then a person could become a donor. Thank you very much. Have a very good day, and we'll see you on Jewish.TV.media. All the best.
Jewish.TV.media